Hello again, 8th graders. We are going to learn another way in which to graph a line. Now, the first way was when they give you an equation in the form of y equals mx plus b. You can choose some numbers to be x, do the math, and find the y, get ordered pairs, graph the points. The other day, we did the slope. We found the y-intercept, graphed that. Then we used the slope from the equation and counted our way up and right, down and left, or up and left, down and right in order to get a line. Today we're going to be working with what is known as graphing by intercepts. There are actually two intercepts. You are already familiar with the y-intercept. That's where the line crosses the y-axis. X equals 0. There's also an x-intercept, which is the point where the line crosses the x-axis, and that is where y equals 0. Now the equation is going to look a little different. We do not have what we call slope-intercept form. Instead, we are going to have an equation 2x plus 3y equals 6, or something similar. You have a coefficient on x, a coefficient on y, and then set it equal to the 6. Normally, we're used to seeing it as y equals mx plus b. The first thing we have to do is find our intercepts. Then we graph those 2 points, and then using a ruler and a colored pen, you will connect those 2 points and extend to get the line. The first thing we're going to find is the x-intercept. And according to your notes, this is where we are going to let y equal 0. We're going to substitute into the equation. 2 times x plus 3 times 0 is going to equal 6. Okay, now think about it. What is 3 times 0? 3 times 0 is 0. So 2x plus 0 still leaves me with 2x equal to 6. Now I have a one-step equation, so I will divide both sides by 2, and x will equal 3. So my x-intercept is going to be the point 3, 0. Start at the origin, move right to 3. I don't go up or down, I'm right on the x-axis. Now I need to do my y-intercept. For the y-intercept, I will let x equal 0. I substitute into the equation. 2 times 0 plus 3y equals 6. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 3y is 3y, which equals 6. I divide both sides by 3. Y equals 2, so my intercept is going to be the point 0, 2. I will then graph 0, 2. Now, unfortunately, I need a few more points than you do, so I'm going to put some more in. Yes, I've worked this out ahead of time. You, meanwhile, can get your rulers out and graph using these two intercepts. Be very careful how you line things up. And there's your line. Okay? You have a choice. You can either stick with me or put it on pause, work it through, and then I'll go through it. I'm going to find my x-intercept first. Remember, that means I let y equal 0. 4 times x plus 2 times 0 equals 8. 2 times 0 is 0, so I have 4x equals 8. Divide both sides by 4, x will equal 2, so I'm going to graph the point to 0. Origin over to 2, 0 tells me I don't go up or down. Now I need the y-intercept. That is where I let x equal 0. So I will have 2 times 0 plus 2y equals 8. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 2y is 2y. Divide both sides by 2. Y equals 4. And my intercept is going to be 0, 4. Back to my grid. 0, 4. And I'm going to put in some points and then draw the line. You can line up your ruler and do so, and do the line. And once you have graphed your line, it should look something similar to that. And again, with the last example, please hit pause, and then I will go through it. (3x minus 4 times 0 equals 24). 3x equals 24. X will equal 8, so I'm going to do 8, 0. The y-intercept, got to be a little careful, especially if you have subtraction. You can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Yep. Add the opposite. If you change it, you're more likely to get it right, because 0 plus negative 4y is going to be negative 4y. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to miss that that's supposed to be a negative. And you should get a negative 6. So your intercept would be 0, negative 6. Now at this point, I'm going to hit pause as I graph the line once I do the intercepts. So 8, 0, and 0, negative 6. So you want to be on this y-axis. At this point, I'm hitting pause so I can put in some extra lines and get it, or some extra points and get my line. And that should be what your line looks like. Again, be very careful when you have an equation that's got a subtract 4y, because you want to change that to add the opposite. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to miss that this has to be a negative 4y right here. So be very careful about that. And that concludes lesson 3-6A, Scouting Out.